Well, as if you've been around this channel for any length of time, you know that I always start after the Nats, a new airplane. Well, I'm going to the Nats this year, but I'm not going to fly open. I'm going to fly classic. So I'm going to start a new airplane after Brodax. So we're 3 weeks early. I ended up getting a Tempest 2 kit from Randy Smith. Now this is something that was won 3 years ago at Fellowship of Christian Modelers, the FCM contest. So it's supposedly the most complete kit on the market, and we're going to find out. I thought that I wanted to sell this Tom Morris building jig. I'm glad I didn't, because these wings are not lost foam and they're not a rod method, so I'm going to have to build it on this jig. However, I've seemed to have misplaced a bunch of these building jig blocks. So I have a height gauge. I'm going to have to kind of stack things up to make it work. Let's see what we got in the kit here. We got a set of plans. I don't know how you build a wing on a half a set of plans. Okay, I see what we did. He just made the tips a different size, so oh no. Location of R13 on outboard wing. So he's pulled it. Okay, I see what's happened. Let's see here. Well, let's dig out the parts and see what exactly we got. And I'm going to build a pipe there. What happened here? Oh, there we go. I'm going to build a piped airplane. I got all the stuff. So if I had to buy it, I wouldn't be able to do it, but I got everything. We're not going to use those. We're going to use the good wheel pants. They gave me a bell crank in the kit, but I'm going to use a Winship bell crank. So let's pull out the ribs and see how we're going to figure this out. I don't really need instructions or plans or whatever. It's just nice to know the rib spacing and those type of things. Okay. Hardware set. We're not going to use these horns either. It's not real good. This is the old silk span. Carbon veil in here, which I don't know. I got a whole bunch of carbon veil. Pretty good tip wood. Yeah, light. All seems to be good wood. This was a Randy Smith kit. Well, look at that. This must be the elevator stabilizer. It is. We could build that first. It'd only take a night and evening to build that. I'd like to get the ribs set out and see what the ribs look like. This wood here is a lot to be desired. We'll change that out. Interesting. That's doublers. Gotta be, yeah, that's doublers. I bet you guys are glad I'm moving away from molding and stuff. Okay, let's see what we got for ribs here. Got a canopy. Got these wheels, but we're going to use better wheels. And this landing gear is heavy duty. We're going to change that up. We got spar wood, trailing edge wood. Relatively straight. Get tough. We'll change these arrow shafts out. These are clunkers, boy. Pipe mount. Hinges. Ball links. They weren't kidding it. It is a complete kit. Motor mounts, we're going to do my trick. Tempest 2. I have a motor mount crutch already built here. We won't even have, I got 3 of them. I got more than that. I got 3 already made up. We can just whack that off and let's see, what do we have here? Oh, this is some type of tail block. F2, yeah, that feels light enough. We got these massive elliptical flaps. No, Tempest 2, control line stunt. The Randy Smith design, just like an SV. Okay, let's see what we got here. Finally got to the ribs. I got some better sheeting than that too. I don't know what that's for. Yeah, we got the ribs. Let's see what I think these sticks that came out of there are leading and trailing edges. Man, I wouldn't put that on any airplane. Center sheeting, flat. Nope, I'm going to build a kit. That's something I don't normally do. I don't know what this is. But I'll tell you this, they cut this thing and the grains running off. Never do that. Always cut it even with the grain so it doesn't twist. That is twisting a heartbeat. Rudder's already glued together. That's good. I think these are the spars. They gotta be. Okay. Okay, this is the elevator. We might have to cut our own spar wood too. This stuff feels like basswood. I'd like to make this come out under 60 ounces, piped under 60 ounces, but I'm not sure if we can do it. Not using kit wood. Let's see what they say for spars. Quarter by 3/8 hard balsa spar brace, top and bottom. Okay. Quarter-inch balsa trailing edge cap. Quarter by what? I guess that's these here. Well, I need to get a knife or a razor blade or something to get that opened up. I got my silicone poured in the molds today, in the perky molds. But I figured you guys are probably sick of seeing the perky. And it's time to start a new airplane anyway. Okay, these, I believe these are for elevator stabilizer. These are trailing edge pieces. That's got to be a trailing edge for something. Here is the spars, I think. Wait a minute, no, this is trailing edge. Okay, that's relatively straight, so we're good there. I think these, are we missing something? Here we go. These are the spars right here, quarter by 3/8. We got, there it is. We got 4. Okay, that's good. That's, these 2 are trailing edge. These here are for the elevator stabilizer, 3/8 by half, soft balsa. Well, that ain't it. These must be trailing edge then. 3/8 by half. Well, that's a quarter. These, quarter by what? That's, yeah. Okay, these are trailing edge right here. These are trailing edge. And what is the spar? Balsa main subspar, quarter by 3/8 main spar. Okay, so that's got to be this, 3/8 by quarter. Them are the spar. These are the trailing edge. I don't know what these go to yet. We'll work on it later. These are the caps, cap sheeting. Fortunately for me, I got some good contest balsa out in the trailer. Some 3.5 pound stuff. Okay. Let's break the ribs out of the thing. These are 2s. That one is an R1. 2, 2. R1, 2, 1. 1. I guess I can just pull them out and separate them by size because they're not marked. They're just marked by sheet. 4, 4. That's what we'll do. We'll pull them out and stack them up, get them marked by sheet. Leading edge is what? 3/8 by 3/8. Okay. I don't like this type leading edge. Not good. But look at how fast I cut these ribs. This thing ought to go together in a week. Yeah, I don't think I can cut ribs that quick. Hey, Rico. Yeah, it's a pretty nice looking airplane. We're gonna paint it just like it's on the box. I might do some tricks to lighten this thing up. It's got too much wood left on the ribs. We'll see what they weigh when I get it all cut out here. I got an RSM kit. We're going to put together a Skylark for Classic too. Then there's another kit out in the trailer. It was given to me. That's another classic airplane from Southwick. I can't remember the name of it. But it's classic legal. I gotta figure a way to block this thing up. I get to go out in the garage and get some scrap 3/8. We probably won't get to building this tonight. We'll just kind of cut the parts out and half-ass just put it together. But I've got to get that blocking so I can block the leading and trailing edges. I will tell you this, I've been working on this Perky deal for molded airplane. I got the cores over there for the molded airplane stunner that I'm going to do. And it's going to look just like an I-beam, but it'll be molded. Carbon fiber. Oh well. I hope you guys are supporting the channel because we're about dying on the line. If I showed you the metrics, you'd freak out. I mean, this is the worst month I've ever had. Let's see how much it's down from last year. 50% or better. No, 32%. 31 after that click. All right. I don't know how much longer I can continue this. All right, let's put them together and see what we got. get it eventually. Yeah, I know. The whole hobby is dying. What I need to do is do some stupid pet tricks or some kind of bullshit like that. Man, we got some stuff here. So these four are the same. Yeah. How can that be? Hey, we're almost got her. These are the big ones. He's got a little bigger. Everybody's using ad blocker. I don't like ads either, but I got to do something to stay afloat. Okay, that's that. Getting there. Bigger. Man. I'm hoping that I can convince Rich's Brew to support us again this year. Make sure that when you guys buy from these companies like Wix, well, they know because you're using the discount code Stunt10. But if you're buying from Rich's Brew, make sure he knows you're buying. You got it off Stunt Hangar. Well, this is tough, man. It'll take me some time to sort this shit out. That's got to be the two center ones. I know. Let's try it this way. That makes it even more difficult. Shit. Yeah, likes help a lot. Shit, even the thumbs down helps. Whatever. Engagement. I tell you, whoever made this kit could have done a better job labeling these parts. I got to figure all this crap out. But all this figuring right now, I'm going to pay off when I'm putting it together. Okay, I think that looks right for those. And these, then we got to split them and separate them. Okay. These two, no. Nope, that ain't right. Okay. Yeah. Well, anybody ever has this Tom Morris building jig? This thing weighs a ton. Let's see what he said here. I can't read it across the room. It says, and I watched a full ad about BET. Yeah, it was tough, but I'll do it for the channel. Thanks. Thanks. I agree with you. It's tough. Watching me separate ribs must be tough too, but I gotta do it. Okay. So we got, where do these fit in? These, I got 4 ribs that are the same size. That can't be right. Got to be one of each on each side. Let's see what these are here. Where do these fall in the pile? I guess over here. We'll split these up here. Set them in this. Nope. Nope. How about, I gotta go about right here. Looking better. Okay, there's 2 there. And these 4 are the same. No, not. Take a break for a second. Shit, burning my brain out. 17 watchers. I sure hope there's 17 likes up there. I can't see it from here. I tell you what's going to probably happen is that the hangouts are going to be for current supporters of the channel. I got to do something. been trying to work on that to see how I can do it so that one goes there. Okay. As soon as I get these separated into like ribs, I can separate them right and left. Like they got two of everything. That one's smaller. You know, when I started Stunt Hangar, it wasn't like that, but it was only costing me $20 a month, not 300. There we go. Gotta go up one. Why in the hell is that such a big step? That ain't right. No, I didn't get it from Brodak. I was at FCM when John won this. I got it from John. Okay, these are the centers. This one and this one are the next biggest. These are the next biggest. These two are the next biggest. These two are the next biggest. We're almost there. These two, next biggest, next biggest, next biggest. We got, what's going on here? This one is out of place. This one and this one. And this one. Man, it takes forever to sort these out. Then these four, and okay, that's it. That's the stack. Okay, so we got four ribs that are the same size, the small ones. Four that are the same. That looks right. So we'll do two on this side, two on this side. One, 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 one. Yep, we're still running right. One, 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 one. One, one, four left. One, one, one. Okay, separated. Shit. Let's see if they're right. I do not know why it has four. It should only be. I mean, it's like we got two extra ribs. Let me count these. How many we got here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 per side. Let's see. Yep, that's what it is. 13 per side. We got a 14. Oh, I see what they did. They got 14 on the inboard side and 13 on the outboard side. Yep, that's it. So R14 is really this one. Oh no, I see what they've done. They've done that and then they angled it. Okay, so it is right. What do I do with the extra one? I need the extra one. I was mistaken. Come on, guys, what did I do with it? It's got to be right here. I haven't moved. How many we got on this side? There should be 14. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. And this one, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. Okay, that's right. That's what you fly, huh? Well, I ended up with a Rojet 65 side exhaust. And I called not Richard, but Dub Jet. And I said, this I'll show you this case. I would, you guys need to pay attention to what's going on. Don't never do this to an engine. Let's see, let me get it up here. I'd really like to build us a piped airplane, but I do have this Jet 65. Man, it's got a ton of compression. It's a really good engine, except the guy who had it before me ogled the motor mounts. They just ruined the case. So I called Richard, or not Richard, but Dub, and I said, do you have a case for this engine? And he said, this engine hasn't been made in 15 years. So probably not going to put that engine in this. I got a PA 65, and I got 3 pipes up there, 4 pipes. I'll probably use one of them. I haven't had a piped airplane in quite a while. That's if I can build it light. This thing has got to be. My last piped airplane was a Viper in 08. It was 49 ounces with a pipe, PA 65 on a pipe. 49 ounces. Then I, like a dumbass, I switched it over to electric and blew it up. Okay. Look, always looking for more power. Man, what a mistake that was. Steve's got the wing. When it hit the ground, the wing survived and the fuselage went bye-bye. And the wing complete, finished. You know, dope, color, clear, everything. Weighs 14.5 ounces. I really tried to make that ultra light on that airplane. That's the airplane you can see in the Windy video. It's the Gray Viper. And that's what made it so light, is that I didn't use any colored dope. I only used the primer on it. Why does that seem wrong? Yeah, I guess it's all right. What does a pipe setup weigh? Engine, pipe, and header. Well, your hardware is going to be right around 21, 22 ounces. Pipe, header, tank, spinner, prop. And it's basically the same for electric. However, I don't know why guys don't get that. A piped airplane loses weight as it's flying. It's burning the fuel off. And you get a different condition right when you need it at the end of the pattern. Oh, I see what's going on here. We got two that are the same here. I think I made a mistake. I think one of these goes over here. No. Exactly right. Yeah, they stay over there. We got two that are the same here. I got to get this right, or else it's going to be a disaster. Let's see, this big one. This big one here. What a weird deal. Okay. Put them up this way, like this. Okay. That's it. I think. Sure looks. We're spaced right, but why is that one shorter? So, if I got it right, this is 1, 2, 3. This is the fourth rib. 1, 2, 3. This is the fourth rib. These two should be the same. And they are. Okay, I guess that's right. It just looks weird. Anybody ever build one of these and have this problem? Okay. I guess the next thing to do is I'm going to have to go out in the garage and cut some blocks so I can get this spaced up off the bench. Let me get my height gauge and see how high we got to make this stuff. I guess that'll work. Okay, let's turn it on here. Oh shoot. Zero. One, 225. So 1.25 inches. No, that ain't right. One. That's inches. 122.50. One in 204 thousandths. Let's see what that is. 204 thousandths is 1/250 is shit. I wish this thing. I think it's 1.25 inches. Yeah, we'll just make it an 1.25 inches for ease of marking. I'll do this on the table saw in the garage. 1/250. There we go. Not 49. There we go. 1/250. Okay. I guess Tom didn't set it up right. These are Tom's original blocks, but they don't measure quite right. That one's way off. Holy crap. I'm glad I'm making new ones. We'd build a warp into this thing like Big Dog. That was a bit close. I don't like this building these type of wings. I think the lost foam wing is probably the best way to do things. Okay. So I need to make them 1.25 inches, and I need, let me get a tape measure. How many blocks do I need to cut out there? Tape measure, where are you? Well, I can just eyeball it, I suppose. We get 1, 2, 3. I need six on that end. 6 on that end, and 6 in the leading edge. So I got to cut 12 blocks. All right. This is the let me show you the Perky project so you know where it's at. This is the Perky project. I've got my silicone male plug poured in there. Let's see if we can get it out of there. It's been in long enough now. It should be good and hard. Maybe we can get it out. Yeah, I got lots of projects going on, that's for sure. Come. Gotta get a picker out of there. Really. There we go. There we go. That's beautiful. Beautiful. So we're gonna put the carbon in there, and then when I get it in there, when I put this in the vacuum bag, this goes inside it so that the inside is super smooth, just like I did the wings. This came out nice. Let me get the other one. Might as well take it apart too while we're at it. I got the chem lease so that I can make more fuel tanks. Now there was a difference. There was a difference using the Partol paste wax and the PVA. It did not want to come out as easy as when I used that chem lease, but that chem lease is $300 and some odd a gallon. Danny gave me some. I mean, he bought it. He's the molding pro. He's the one who made these molds because I had a catastrophic lockup on my other ones. There we go. Perfect. We can sit back in there. This one's not quite dry. All right. Did you guys want to see the Perky mold builds or what? Or would you rather I don't do that? I mean, because I'm going to do this. I'm going to work on the Tempest. I'm going to work on this. I got a million things to work on. I got the carbon fiber composite stunt ship I'm going to work on. That is going to be an I-beam wing, or look like an I-beam wing, only it'll be carbon. It'll have all the ribs in it. We got that kind of worked out. And how that's going to happen is I got a foam core over there. I'm going to put ribs in it. Glue ribs on the foam. Then I'm going to monocoat that wing. Then I'm going to start laying fiberglass on it and pull a mold from it. I've already got the wing plan form for the stunt plane. I just hope I can make it light enough. Doran's got the setup for a light airplane, but I don't have the money to do that. I have to do it the cheap way, so mine's going to be that carbon that I use for the tanks and glass. So, but it'll be nice. We'll see what happens. I was getting ridiculed for making these plugs for this thing when I said, well, I want the airplane to look as nice on the inside as the outside. Doran said, why? Because that's just how I am. Be stronger and lighter that way. If I'm gonna do that on the big wings, I'm gonna have to buy a 5-gallon pail of this rubber molding shit. This smooth on Star 30 or 40 or whatever the hell it is, Mold Star 40. Anybody ever run one of these Rojet 65 side exhaust? Man, this thing feels so. It's a good engine. I just wish the guy wouldn't have narfed the cases up. He had it in an airplane that would fit a Super Tiger 60, and so they just narfed the ears off of it. Just terrible. Or maybe it fits a PA, I don't know. Whatever you do, don't do that. Just, they're so easy to drill new holes in the motor mounts and then fix the nose, plug it. It's not a big deal. That's how I'd do it instead of narfing an engine up like this. This is an expensive motor, and they ruined it. But the guy's dead now, so it don't much matter. The guy I got this from, I bought the airplane from his widow, not John. It's another guy, and I bought the airplane with this motor in it for a decent price, and I had another guy there at Brodax that had a Super Tiger 46 for $100, and I bought it, and then when I realized it didn't have any muffler ears on it, I gave it back to him. He gave me my money back, and then the guy that sold me this airplane had a Super Tiger 46 case, and I said, "What do you want for that?" He said, "You can have it." So I took the case back down to the guy that I originally bought the 46 from, and I said, I'll trade you the airplane for the motor. So he traded the air, and it was a nice airplane. Traded the airplane for the motor, and I had the case. So I got a Super Tiger 46 I got to put together, swap out all the parts. But I'll get some new bearings for it before I do that. So that was the engine swap deal at Brodex. And then on the way back, I picked up the molds here for the I got all the molds now. I can make a perky. I probably can, if I started molding it after dinner, I could probably have it molded by midnight and have an airplane by the weekend. Complete airplane. Because I got the stab figured out, the rudder figured out, and the wings figured out, and this was the only missing link, missing part. So that's what we're going to do. All right, I appreciate you watching. Please subscribe if you enjoy this type of content, and like and share the content, and visit the advertisers and let them know you saw them here. You know, Wix, you know, Rich's Brew. You know, let them know you saw them here, because it's a struggle to keep this going. Alrighty, like, subscribe, and share. We'll see you tomorrow. Fair winds, tight lines. See ya.